Design. It's everywhere, and very important. From the clothes we wear to the brands we all know and love, design makes up a huge part of the society we live in today, but some elements of design change drastically over time, most notably logos. In the past 5 years alone, 78% of brands have redesigned their logos to a more simplistic design. We decided to get professional insight into why companies rebrand and also explore the public's opinions on some of the greatest and worst examples of redesigns.
I prefer the old one. It gives, I like pictures better than just funny letters.
Hi, my name is Louise Char and I have been a designer for 20 plus years. I really enjoyed art at school. I just thought it was a subject I could enjoy, but I had an amazing teacher who suggested that I went to art college after finishing my exams, and that's exactly what I did, which I really enjoyed. And within that time at art college, I covered all areas of design, sculpture, ceramics, painting, all areas of the creative spectrum. And at the end of that, I realised that graphic design was something I would like to do. And so I went to London and did a degree in graphic design. And from that, I got my first job within publishing, as it happened. But then, amazingly, and by some lovely chances that come along in life, I was given a job at a very good design company. Logos are essential for brand identity because every company, every product that you buy, that you see, is owned by somebody. And it's the difference between you picking up one particular product off a shelf to the competitor. So that brand identity is absolutely essential. Otherwise, we would just have a fridge full of cans of drink, but why are you going to choose Coca-Cola over having something like Tango or Monster? You need that brand identity because it's telling you so much more than just a word. It's giving you an idea of what actually that product is and who it's aimed at. And that is why companies spend millions, if not billions, on creating their logo. Some of my favourite designs from over the years, my favourite branding is one that we've all seen forever, is Boots the Chemist. It sounds probably quite boring in a way, but it's been around for 150 years. And that logo has hardly, to you, you think it's hardly changed, but it's very clever how they have kept it and developed it over the years. And it's still a very strong brand. It's a trusted brand, and that's what a lot of companies are trying to do. They want you to trust their product, and it's seen as a quality product. So I think they've been very clever that it is still very prominent and very big brand on the high street, which is obviously where it's all about. It's where your consumer, us as the customer, they want you to choose to go to their shop, choose to buy their products. They're continually supporting their brand to tell you we're trusted and we're producing quality. Another one obviously is Apple. Fantastic branding, and they've done exactly the same. They are the forerunners. They're telling you that we are ahead of the game, and they've been very clever with how they've done everything. I mean, they've reduced it right down to an apple. Now there's no lettering, you can just recognise it straight away. Again, people work very hard and they put a lot of money into their brand because it's about you recognising it and going towards their brand apart from somebody else. Good old AI. AI is everywhere. It's something we need to embrace. And I think it needs to be seen as a tool, but not an opponent when it comes to being within graphic design. It's been very helpful actually for doing a lot of the donkey work. So for example, you will pitch a lot for your work as a design agency. So there'll be 2 or 3 agencies that will be asked to pitch, to try out and get the contract for a new design logo that's going to be done. And there's a lot of background work that's done there. So AI can be great for bringing all that background knowledge, that history. It can be very good for taking your ideas and doing mood boards and putting ideas together. And that can save you a lot of time and money, because a lot of the time you are not paid for those pitches. It's called a free pitch. Oh, well, that is the key question, isn't it? And that is also shows how powerful a logo or brand can be. And to go minimal with it is nothing new. This has always been the case. When we have a 4-colour logo, so something that's printed in lots of colours, you have always got to work out how that logo will look on a front of a shop, on a product, on a lorry, but also right down to how it looks like in black and white. If you've got a printed invoice, it's going to be black and white. So this development has always been something that's been very, very important. So you have to work out the efficacy of it. And in that way, the brand has to be earned. So you have to have a lot of support behind a brand. People really need to know this and understand this brand. So for example, if we take Nike again, they have stripped that right down to a tick. And wherever you see that tick, you immediately go, that's Nike. I mean, even down to a Formula One racing driver. I mean, their helmet, I don't know if you've ever noticed, there are logos all over it, and it's not a big space. So the tiniest logo or mark, you need to go, that's Nike. I recognise that in 3 seconds.